Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In a Review-Journal exclusive, Bally's Corporation chairman hopes free land will help push the A's deal to completion. That starts off business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada. Bank on accountability. The Tropicana's owners hope their binding agreement pledging 9 acres of free land will help push the A's $1.5 billion MLB ballpark project forward. State legislators will decide early as this week the fate of the $395 million in requested public assistance for the proposed stadium. Bally's Corporation chairman told Review-Journal's Mick Akers the 9 acres is worth $180 million. But if this fails, there won't be another legislative session for 18 months or so. They might not wait. There might be other cities. I don't think we should count on there being an expansion. I really, truly believe that this is our generational opportunity. And the legacy of Liberace, the bedazzled pianist, is returning in the form of the restaurant he founded. Tivoli Gardens is set to reopen after closing in 2011. Pancho's vegan cantina owner has taken over operations to overhaul the declining space into its original form. Tivoli Gardens was known for Liberace's cuisine, star-patterned lights, British pub-style bars, and mirrored walls. In more top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. We're learning more about the child drowning at the Las Vegas Country Club over the weekend. The coroner's office reports a 7-year-old boy was found in a pond Saturday night, then pronounced dead 45 minutes later at Sunrise Hospital. His death was ruled accidental. Authorities recommend fencing in pools and reviewing basic rules every time kids get into the water. And tributes are pouring in as the poker community mourns the death of the godfather of poker. Doyle Brunson won 10 World Series of Poker tournaments, including 2 main events in the 70s, and captured the World Poker Tour title in 2004. His book, Super System, was the ultimate Texas Hold'em poker strategy guide. He was 89 years old. Now to 2 Las Vegas Metro police officers being honored in Washington, D.C. for their heroic deeds. As part of National Police Week, Officer Tierney Tomburo was named a Top Cop Friday for an incident last September where she was shot but managed to return fire at an armed suspect. Officer Derek Berger was also an honorable mention winner. And you're looking at the faces of more than 3,500 students graduating at UNLV. 3 commencement ceremonies were held Friday and Saturday at the Thomas & Mack Center. Congrats to your next chapter. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every blooming thing. A hot and cloudy night in the 90s. Temps set to fall to the 80s in a few hours, then 70s overnight with hardly no breezes. The scorching temps continue for your 7-day forecast. On Tuesday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 95 and low of 74 degrees. Similar conditions on Wednesday, getting close to the triple-digit mark on Thursday, with clouds clearing out through Friday and Saturday before returning on Sunday.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Las Vegas Aces won their preseason game over the New York Liberty with a score of 84-77 as the defending WNBA champions head into the season kicking off on May 20th. They have not been distracted by reports that head coach Becky Hammon has interviewed to be the head coach of the Toronto Raptors.
I wasn't really worried because I knew if anything was really going, she would have told us way before then, because that's not Becky to not just tell us. So I think we're all happy where she is, but also if anything does happen, we're going to be supportive of her.
In Health, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital. We're here for you when you need us. Did you know HPV is linked to about 70% of throat and mouth cancers in the U.S.? That's according to the CDC. A Mayo Clinic expert talks about less invasive surgical treatments thanks to robotic technology.
We're talking about big open surgeries versus minimally invasive surgeries where we can access these difficult locations using technology. The surgical robot has improved the ability for us to not only completely remove tumors, but to remove them safely.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The NBA is down to its final 4 teams, and the Celtics are even money favorites at the Westgate Superbook to win the championship. The Nuggets are the plus 260 second choice. The Lakers are 3-1, and the Heat are 16-1. Denver is a minus 160 series favorite over Los Angeles to win the Western Conference Finals, and a 5.5 home favorite in Game 1 Tuesday night. Boston is a minus 600 favorite over Miami to win the Eastern Conference Finals, and is an 8-point home favorite in Game 1 on Wednesday night.
In entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Late night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel says he plans on hosting and organizing a comedy show and fundraiser on the Las Vegas Strip to help those with ALS. Review Journal's James Schaefer has more.
I think it'll be a great night.
Jimmy Kimmel has since learned that charity is not always the first subject that leaps to mind when folks talk about his hometown of Las Vegas. And that's where the no-joke comedy show and fundraiser comes into play, fundraising for Project ALS. Spurred on by Kimmel's godson, who was diagnosed with ALS about a year ago.
I was there at Christ the King when he was baptized, and so, of course, we're all doing everything that we can to help.
The show starts on May 26th at Kimmel's Comedy Club at the Link Promenade.
A group of stars to shine a light on this terrible disease, ALS, and Project ALS, this great organization that helps people who are afflicted with it. I think it will be more casual than your typical comedy show, more mingling, and good feelings all around.
For the Las Vegas Review-Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
And employees at jewelry retailer Kendra Scott are celebrating Mother's Day Monday. The company's unique corporate holiday provides employees with paid time off to celebrate Mother's Day, closing its corporate offices and distribution center. The Kendra Scott retail stores were still open, but employees who worked were paid time-and-a-half holiday rates and provided lunch on Saturday. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. The Las Vegas Review-Journal also produces a Spanish-language newscast. Watch 7 at 7 in Espanol at 7 a.m. on rjespanol.com. We'll see you tomorrow for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.